At a time when 1 in 5 households do not have cable, 1 in 5 households do not have cable, and 16% lack access to broadband, public television is the only near universal service accessible in almost every home in every community across this country. For many Americans, especially low-income families and those who live in rural areas, public television is their only connection to a wider world. It may be their only opportunity to see a Broadway show or access non-commercial public affairs programming. The funding that comes into the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which is the federal funding that comes to public media, television and radio, actually does not go to PBS. And I think part of the confusion when you see these images of Big Bird being taken out is a little inaccurate. The money actually goes to our stations, and it goes to stations across the country. In aggregate, it represents about 15% of the revenue that stations bring in every year. That's an aggregate number. And so for some stations, it's a smaller percentage. It can be 9 or 10%. For stations, particularly stations in rural parts of the country, it can be much as 50 or 60% in the case of Alaska. And so for those stations, of which there are 86 rural stations in this country, it is an existential question. And so we fight very hard to maintain the federal appropriation because we do worry that all Americans should have access to the kind of content that we produce. And we particularly worry about rural communities for whom there may not be other opportunities for some of the content that we deliver. In terms of service in rural communities, I don't have a plan B. For the stations that I'm talking about who are heavily reliant on public television, I think the reality is they will go away. And I think as a society we lose if particularly the kids that are relying on over-the-air television. We can drop in cable into markets that may lose their public television service. We can do that. But we will be missing out millions of people in this country who do watch over-the-air television. And in fact, in many homes, you know, there may be cable that goes to one set, but a lot of times the kids are watching the set that's in the family room or in the bedroom that is just connected to over there.